Yo, 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 yo.
Willie P, check 1, 2, 3. In your face.
Save the phone. Save the phone. Children and the babies in the phone. That's about it. Yo, hey.
fullback on the roster, or if it one of the tight ends?
It's an ongoing, legitimate, ongoing conversation. We find a guy that we think is good enough and can help us and play on teams, we would keep one. If not, we'll just utilize the tight ends.
How does Tommy fit into that situation?
He would be one of the guys that would, if we're not playing with a fullback, he would be in that mix.
Are you happy with where Joe Charlton is, or can you see bringing in another punter?
No, I'm very happy with where Joe is. I mean, I think he had one the other day was 5'4", hang time, put it, inside. He's putting the ball where we want it. Holding, which was not a strength, for him coming in. He's gotten much more consistent with his holds. So I think Joe's having a good camp.
This is kind of like your last practice of minicamp, where you kind of did more situational. Was that kind of how you mirrored this session a little bit?
I'm not sure in terms of the last practice. Today it just I thought they just needed to get out and play some football. I mean, drills are great, the 9-on-7 is great, and I like those things. But sometimes you just have to get out there and get reps and play and put things on tape and see what we're doing well, see what we're not doing well. Seeing guys against different groups, So it just, our guys like to compete, so we just put the ball down and played today. So that was just a conscious decision. We do that. We did it last training camp. Some just did it in the spring. Some with OTAs. Just everything not scripted. Just react as you go.
What did you see out there that you liked?
I liked a lot of things. I mean, I thought there was a lot of good football. I thought Christian ran the ball well. I thought Sam was excellent. I thought he found a lot of completions. I thought the quarterbacks in general in 2 minutes going down there and getting in field goal range. That was what I wanted. I thought the defense played really well at times. On the flip side, way too many penalties on offense. It's unacceptable, and we weren't able to turn the ball over on defense. I thought our red zone offense for the second day in a row, we look like we're functioning pretty well down there. So, it's like everything else. We'll go up, watch the tape, some good things, some bad things, but that would be my overall impressions walking off the field.
Is Arnold starting to become that, I don't think security blanket yet, but what you didn't have last year at the tight end position?
I think he's a unique player, and that he's a receiver, tight end combination guy that you can use in a lot of different ways. And I think all of our tight ends have gotten more involved this camp, to be quite honest with you. I think Ian's having a fantastic camp. We've gotten the balls to him. We've gotten balls to Tommy. I've gotten balls to Colin. So we like our tight end room. We really do. So, but Dan, in those crucial third long situations, we've been able to find him.
How's Arnold profile as a blocker?
I probably need a little more time to see that. He's done a good job since he's been in there, but he's mainly been used in his history as a receiving tight end. So, I think all of our tight ends bring a little something different. Colin being sort of the jobs guy, the glue guy that gets everything done. Ian being our most well-rounded tight end. Tommy, young guy, kind of a move guy, and Dan, receiving tight end who will block. So, they're all kind of making progress.
How hard is it not to tip your hand in that way? Like if you have Arnold on the field, people think it's a pass, and vice versa, things like that. How hard is it to not tip?
I mean, I think that's every team in the NFL. And one thing I've learned is if you don't have tendencies, you're not good at anything. So, Dan's a receiver, but he can certainly block. There's not, I have no concern about him. And I think Joe and the staff will do a good job of utilizing guys' strengths and making sure that, we give people different looks, different plays from the same look.
Matt, you did not have Joey kick at the end of those 2-minute drills. I think you took one of the snaps.
Yeah. I was just simulating a block just to make sure Dante scooped and scored and realized we had the lead end of the game. Just get down, So just the next one we threw over the line like as if it was blocked, and so everyone would get away from it. So there's some situational things, but we have Joey kicking like 3 days a week right now. That's just kind of his. So I think we went Monday, Wednesday, and then tomorrow night for a Fan Fest kick. So.
Have there been any guys that you didn't expect who have emerged as leaders in this training camp?
I don't know anybody that emerging from where we were. I think Dan Arnold's shown a lot of leadership. I think we have a bunch of guys though that do that. We have a good leadership group, council group that comes to me, and right now I'm really focusing on everyone just worrying about themselves, focusing on themselves. I think the best way to improve the team is to improve yourself, and if everyone just gets a little bit better, the team gets better. And so, at the same time, establishing standards and holding each other accountable. But we don't need a ton of speeches right now. We just need to get up when we don't feel like getting up and come out here and grind. And so I think that's all just kind of a work in progress. It's emerging. I think being out here, guys are getting to know each other better. Then we go to Indianapolis for a couple of days, spend some time together. So it's kind of a unique experience camp. So I think it'll just continue to emerge, and then to me, leadership can't be convenient. It shows up in hard times and difficult times, right? So I'm anxious to see who those guys are.
Is Daquan kind of a veteran day off deal today?
Yeah, I gave him a vet day. I mean, I watched him on tape yesterday. He's sprinting to the ball down the field. I mean, so I gave him today. So he went and lifted and then got a little rehab and then came out. So.
What can you tell us about AJ and Shaq?
AJ won't be here for a while. Probably a couple weeks with his strain, and Shaq, hopefully would be back here soon.
Denzel.
I don't know. I really don't know how long his will take. He has a strain. So I just kind of how those muscles come around. But I think Shaq probably is the closest.
Are those hamstrings, man?
No. We got all different kinds. So we got groins and hips and quads, and so
Soft tissue.
all soft tissue. All soft
When you
tissue.
go to Indy, is there anything intentional about the way that you guys will spend time with who's going to be with who? Do you think about that stuff at all? You couldn't do any of that last year.
Yeah, I mean, we're still not putting guys in this. We're not putting guys in the same room or anything. But even the way we broke up our locker room last year because of COVID, having different, not having it by position, which is what I believe the Panthers had previously done. I've had a lot of guys say to me like, "Hey, coach, I really like that." So we're continuing to do that. We'll give them some free time in Indy so they can go out and be on their own. We'll give them an off day while they're there. So they'll kind of gather around with who they normally hang out with. But I think we try to be intentional about getting guys around different people and some different team activities that we do.
Matt, you saw what being in front of a live crowd last Saturday here at Gibbs was like. You saw how some of the younger players reacted. You have another chance in front of a live crowd tomorrow. What, I guess, adjustments or what would you like to sort of see to let you know that you're progressing forward or just with a different atmosphere than you're used to?
Yeah, so last week to me was a practice that we had fans at. Tomorrow to me is Fan Fest. It should be like a celebration. So things that I'm not normally accustomed, like I'm not really into, like I'm into, because I think there's probably people that don't get to come to a game that can maybe come to Fan Fest, right? And there's kids all across, the region that are going to come, right? So, we'll have the players talk here and there. We'll maybe do some fun things. So we'll get some work done. But I want it to be a celebration of our players, and I want it to be a good experience for all the kids that, and fans. But I always think about kids, right? All the kids that come, and this is their chance to see Christian McCaffrey and, J.C. Horn and whoever else. So.
More questions?
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Matt. See you tomorrow.
Matt, Larkin.
Oh, yeah.
Has been depleted.
How much of the candy has been depleted? I moved it out my room into the receiver room, so most of it is still intact. So we can't finish it all. I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it all, so I moved it to the receiver room.
What's it been like progressing with Sam?
It's been good. We stay after practice at days to work on the things that we messed up. As you can see, they out there right now. We had a lot of false starts today, so we had to fix that aspect. So every day we're getting better and better with Sam.
How's this camp going for you in general, do you feel like?
I feel like it's going pretty good. Everybody always asks me why I got the hoodie on and do I be hot. I don't really be hot. I just be trying to condition for the season, but it's been going real good.
Hoodie DJ? Like Hoodie Mello?
No, I don't go into that.
You feel different in two? Feel sleeker?
I feel like normal, cause I mean this is my first love number, so now I'm just happy to be back in it.
Matt said he was surprised that you did something because you're normally kind of more reserved and quiet. Was that something that you kind of heard from him a little bit?
On what?
But like you were like switching your number is something that's kind of out of character, I guess he said.
I didn't know a switch of a number was out of character, but
Not in a bad way.
no, I'm saying I didn't know it was a character flaw. I wouldn't look at it like that. Like I don't know, it's just a number. I just wanted the number once the rule changed.
How much did it cost you?
How much did it cost me? How much did it cost me? I don't know. I ain't heard no number yet, so as long as I don't hear no number, I'm gonna just keep wearing it for the time being.
You didn't have to write a check yet?
Nah, no check yet.
DJ, I don't think we've talked to you since they picked up the 5th-year option. What did that mean? And has there been any kind of talks yet about an extension for you?
No, when I got the 5th-year option picked up, it just showed commitment to me and the team just being here long term. But as far as contract extensions, I won't know. I let that between the team and my agent. They talk to me about it. It just be between me and the team.
Hey, what's it like for you guys? I know you started doing the laps running, and now the VBO sign.
Yeah.
What's that like for veterans like you that probably hadn't had to run and do laps and that kind of thing for a while?
Yeah, I had a fumble after a play by Hassan, so I had to run a lap, but because I fumbled. But after that, at the end of practice, I did another one just to make sure in my mind I don't want to do this lap ever again. Like the fumble in practice it's not make bad habits start again.
So you don't look at it as a punishment, more of a
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a punishment, but some people might look at it as a punishment. I don't look at it as a punishment.
DJ, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Kind of what's next for you? And is Pro Bowl type stuff important to you? All pro?
Not really, because I'm just still out here trying to help the team win. The yards matter, but at the end of the day, our record is more important to me than anything.
What's next for you in terms of individual goals or kind of the next part of your game?
Just to hone in on the little details that could take me to the next level. Like year in and year out, I always focus on one thing to get better at and just go from there.
What is it this year?
This year? I don't know. The season ain't start yet, so I just be going through camp, just looking at everything that I need to handle.
Is it nice to already feel comfortable in this offense, like already knowing it from last year? Does that make a difference?
Comfortable. I wouldn't say I feel comfortable in it, but because we learn new stuff every time we make a mistake or they throwing something new. So every year you just got to reset and just learn it like you're a rookie again.
You guys all good? BJ, I just got one for you. Coach was saying that he wants FanFest to sort of be a celebration of the players. What is it about FanFest that you like or you look forward to, or is there anything?
Sure, I look forward to the fireworks at the end. I'm pretty sure everybody else do. That'd be the coolest thing.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, DJ.
How much of that do you guys kind of feel being out there?
Some plays are crisp and some aren't. I think the biggest thing that doing well as an offense is keeping each other accountable and, playing fast. And when we do make mistakes, not letting them affect the next play. That's the biggest thing for us. We know how good we can be. It's just a matter of being consistent every day, every play.
How much of a different twist is the DBO sign?
That's good. No one wants to run that far to a sign. So, and any extra motivation to not go offside. No one obviously wants to jump or make mistakes, but it's an accountability process that's important to our team.
You popped one earlier in practice for a long yardage. What are you seeing from the offensive line so far in camp?
Yeah, the O-line's been unbelievable. I think it's just fun to be around these guys. Obviously, I think they've been playing extremely well and making it easy on us. But the communication in the meeting rooms, letting me know what they see, from Coach Pat down has been just excellent. So I'm lucky I got these guys, and I'm excited to continue to work with them.
And also, what are you seeing from Darnold so far with pads on?
He's been awesome. He's been awesome. I think, the biggest thing for him is having poise, and that's, like I said earlier, he has that, and he keeps us all grounded, and he's a hell of a leader. He commands the huddle well, and he's got a great next play mentality.
Where do you see the biggest differences in this year's offense and where you guys were about this time last year?
It's hard to compare. It's a completely different team. So for me, I'm just focused on this year's team, and I like where we're at. Obviously, there's always going to be room for improvement. Week 14, 15, I'll probably be giving you the same answer. There's room for improvement. But as long as we continue to have that mindset and continue to, go into the meeting rooms and get better, then, we'll continue to level up.
What do you think this offense could end up doing particularly well?
Oh, I think we can do everything well. I think our O-line is awesome. Our quarterback's great. Our receivers are special. And, from there, I think we have a complete offense. Once again, it's just not beating ourselves and continuing to be consistent. We're going to make big plays, but it's just being efficient. No penalties, no miscommunications. Those are the kind of things that take you from, you're an all right team to a great team.
Are there areas you're farther ahead than you thought you would be at this point in camp?
I have no idea. I think it's more just and this is kind of what I'm excited about with this team is just, being truly having our mindset on the next play and on the next rep, and just trying to get better every single day.
How much does this offense look its best with Taylor on the right side? It seemed like he really popped you loose on that one long run you had earlier.
Yeah, Taylor. I mean, Taylor's a very consistent player, and I'm so happy to have him. He's unbelievable. So, he's doing great. Obviously, Johnny, takes a big part in that. All these run plays that break, that's a product of the entire offensive line. And you go back and look at that play. DJ is blocking 45 yards downfield, and that's the kind of stuff that helps you win games. It's not just one guy or two guys. It's 11 guys coming together as one, and that's when you can play special ball as a team. The next play we ran another run play in the 15-yard line, and Robbie dug out a safety, and stuck his nose in there and made a big block. So it's not just the O-line blocking, it's the receivers blocking. The tight ends have done a hell of a job. Coach Ange has those guys working. So I just love this team, and I'm really excited to see how everybody's coming together for one common goal.
Christian, there's a big competition behind you at running back. Is there anything you're seeing from those guys? You keeping an eye on anyone in particular?
They've been great. I think, all the young guys who have come in have been awesome, just taking notes in the meeting rooms, asking questions, learning, continuing to get better. So, we have a lot of depth. We have a special room. Starts with Coach Nixon, too. So, it's just been fun to watch all these guys grow.
What's been your message to Chuba as he kind of continues to come along?
Chuba's been great, man. I mean, it's guys like him, guys like Reggie and Rodney and Spencer, they're you don't want to give them too much because they're such good listeners and they're very in. They're completely bought in, and so those are really fun guys to have around because they'll learn on their own as well. You know what I mean? They'll take their points and coaching points here and there, but at the end of the day, those guys are going to take notes. They're going to ask the right questions, and they're going to continue to grow. So as long as they continue to have that mindset, they're going to be really good.
Christian, how did the team and the leaders sort of react to the decision to cut JT the other day, and was that a message that you think needed to be sent?
That's not my realm, so I'll probably just stay away from that one.
Christian, when you first got to camp last week, you told us this was the place where all the memories are made. These are the moments you're going to take with you. But now that you guys have been here for a little over a week, we've had a chance to see you on the football field. We're seeing the touchdown celebration. So how much do you think this experience has helped build that team chemistry, especially on the offense? It's
a lot of fun. I mean, honestly, these are as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of camp, these are the best times. It's where you get to grow with your guys, and it's where you come together as a team. And obviously, these are hard days, but that's what makes it so fun and memorable. Nothing good comes easy, and I just love our team. We got a lot of guys who are completely bought in, and are process driven and like to, you know, not just go hard when we're in meetings and practice, but have fun also. So it's been a lot of fun.
What's been the most fun moment off the field?
I mean, camp's fun, man, because there's always something that happens, you know, every day that, you know, you might not realize it in the moment, but then you can go back to your room and kind of decompress, and you look back on and just start laughing. So,
is there a good example of that here the first week?
I'd have to. I mean, it catch me on the spot. I'd have to think about it, but obviously the talent shows have been great. We got a couple guys who can sing. I didn't know could sing. We got a couple guys that are absolutely horrid, and so, but all of it's fun.
Any standout singers? Anyone that come forward?
Yeah, Nixon can sing. There's a few guys who can sing. I forgot who. Oh, Thomas Fletcher can sing. He sang Italian. He sang, was it Andre Bocelli perfectly with his shirt off in front of the whole team. So that was a sight. But no, it's just been a lot of fun.
So then, Christian, do you like the variety that you're going to be having a couple weeks tomorrow with being Fan Fest, and you go on the road, have a couple of joint practices before the preseason game? Does that help as a veteran with, you know, the day in, day out of training?
Definitely. I mean, you know, during the season, there's stuff that comes up all the time, and so it's just good preparation. You know, I mean, we've been going against each other for I don't know how long now, a couple weeks, week and a half, whatever it's been. Being able to, you know, to see another team and really get used to it, what it's going to be like in a game, and it's going to be great for everyone from the top down.
Coach said he likes Fan Fest to sort of be a celebration of the players. Do you get that sense when you participated in those? What did you like about, you know, tomorrow?
For me, I just treat it as another day. You know, I think, you know, obviously it's always exciting to see fans. You know, even the people who come out to Wofford, I mean, it's pretty special that, you know, 8:30 in the morning, there's people who come out and spend their mornings watching us. So we're always really appreciative of them. But, you know, at the same time as players, we just approach it as another day, you know. Go through your process, go through your warm-up, nothing changes. Just go out there and ball, and then, you know, have fun after if everything's right.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.